All right. I'm back up here. Now, this is serious, right? Okay. So, have you ever been like scrolling online, right? And God allows you to start seeing spiritually. I know he had to stop me. He's just like, what do you see, right? There's a whole lot of people, right, that needs Jesus, right? But they don't think that they need Jesus. From their page, right? It's a whole bunch of people always like, okay, this person did this and this person did that. And nobody truly wants to get the focus off of just actions, right? It's so easy just to focus on the actions wise. Like God said, like men see outward, but I see on the inside, right? And it's like, can we get off ourselves for 1 second and then ask God, like, how do you want me to see this situation, right? It's just the internet. It feels like it's just a whole bunch of people trauma bonding off of certain situations, right, that happen in their life due to their disobedience because of sin, right? And then now, like, people be like, I don't need Jesus, right? Which you do, right? A lot of people don't see that they do need Jesus in certain in every situation. How do I need Jesus, right? So I know the way that God showed me it. As children, right? The enemy is after us, We have people coming in and, inflicting us with certain traumas that we as children grow up into adults with, right? We carry that trauma, but we form an unhealthy coping mechanism as adults, right? And this is where God comes in at, right? He is now our therapist to show us that, you only do this situation, right? This situation as an adult, right? Because of this situation down here when you was a child. Then you form this coping mechanism around this thing that is unhealthy. God wants that, right? He wants you to go back to point A from where it first happened, and he wants you to give that to him. In my instance, right? That's what I'm saying. God is the best therapist, bro. The best, because you could go to a therapist and they're gonna deem you as crazy if you say half of this stuff. Put him on medication. I was so yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all already know what that means. So it's like, okay, I'm growing up with it. First grade, second grade, third grade, and somehow every time I'm moving from grade to grade to grade, that sin is always finding me, and I'm like, and I had a bad problem with it. So growing up, I keep on growing up, right? And I'm a whole adult now. Once I found the Lord, which is the best thing that ever happened. Oh my God. He began to show me, right? He's like, this sin, if you don't change your outcome, your way, if you don't give this situation to me, this sin will always follow you throughout your lifetime. And he's just like, all this is happening because of this certain situation. He brought in my mind from the first time that it ever happened and the first time that it came in, right? And he's like, this is the reason as to why a lot of stuff that you do, right, is because of this. I'm like, okay, Lord, like, what do I need to do in order for me to get rid of this certain situation? And it was so hard. I hated it. Oh my goodness, I hated it. And I think that's the part where people are like, they don't want Jesus because they don't want to sit in it. They don't want to go back and be reminded of that time. They don't want to go back and be reminded of every person that did them wrong, or little certain situation that they had to deal with. Like, oh my goodness, just growing up is a lot of stuff that we hold on to that we don't want to get rid of, right? And then we start operating in it and then wonder why that we react in such a manner that is not godly. God said, I want you to sit in this so I can free you from it. And I'm like, it done took me out. But God. God was sitting there right with me. He was like, if you allow me to, right, I will be beside you if you let me be with you. And he was just like, that's my rock. Like, that was my right hand man. It's just a lot of stuff that I had to get rid of, right? Like I was saying, let go. You have to choose me instead of that. Let go of that so that I can free you. And I did not want to let go. I'm like, let go, girl. Let go. But, God delivered me. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, yeah, God delivered me. Yeah. Yeah. That's a whole nother story. But I just really want to show y'all how much y'all need Jesus. And